And now, Kingpin and General Olsen.
I was just about to say that.
Are you serious?
Totally.
Oh, that's spooky. We are so in sync.
Okay, guys. So we got another replay for you, and welcome, King, and welcome to LaserdruckerSW. I guess we will be calling you Laser for this.
Oh, that's fine.
Mr. Laser.
So, how did you get that name? Are you just laser accurate, or what? What's the?
Should I really tell? It's like I stole it from an ex-girlfriend of mine. She was playing Borderlands multiplayer, and she called herself LaserdRucker. It means laser printer in English, and I found it so funny. I stole it from her. So that's the story behind it.
No, that's one way to go. Yeah, so you got a nice replay for us tonight. Which ship were you in?
Neptune.
Neptune. Well, there's a lot of different opinions on that one, right?
Oh, I love it. I love it. I just, since the Leander, the Fiji is great. The Edinburgh, of course, you get not that good matchmaking like in the Fiji, but Neptune just, I think I prefer it over the Minotaur.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah. You're not getting that much focus, that's for sure.
There's a lot of different opinions, as you said. So I'm not sure. I think, is it true that you kind of have to be advanced player to play it, or is it?
You can smoke, so if you're really in a bad situation and you can smoke up, that's a plus. But yeah, you have to watch your angle a lot of times, that's for sure. But on the other side, you have the Hydra as well, so you're kind of safe from torpedoes, and that's a good combination.
The smoke can save you, but the problem a lot of players have is they'll be rocking along at full speed, get into a sticky situation, pop the smoke, and then just sail right out of it and just totally facepalm. And
that happens. And then sometimes I don't think maybe it's a bug. Sometimes the second smoke doesn't pop up. So that's kind of annoying. Yeah, when you're like in the middle of a fucking situation and then the second smoke didn't come, then you get wrecked a lot. Yeah.
So this new skill on the new rework captain skill tree that increases the radius of the smoke bubbles by 20%. Obviously, with the British cruisers, that's going to give you a bigger bubble, so you're going to be able to pop the smoke going at a faster speed. And know you're not going to come out of it, so that could definitely be something worth trying. Whether it's worth the points or not, I don't know. Have to see.
Did you forget to fill gas or something? It seems like the guys are trying to start the engines. Oh, there we go. They found the on button. They found the on button.
Usually I'm just watching. Okay.
Yeah.
Is everybody moving?
He's just like, I don't want to be first one in. We'll let the lemon.
Yeah, but should you be first? Is it kind of like a Kutuzov thing that you shouldn't be in the front anyway? You are not a front ship.
You don't want to be the first ship seen, that's for sure.
The concealment is quite good, so that gives you an advantage over the Kutuzov for sure. And I played kind of aggressive.
Okay. So it's, but do you have any specific? I see you're not running any flags.
I run a couple of flags. I don't know if you can see them right now.
The stream's actually very pixelated for me, Olsen. Is it the same for you, or is it just?
Yeah, it's kind of pixelated.
Seems fine.
That's fine for you. So long as it's fine for you, that's how it should be.
One thing I was really, really happy about is that but there's only one DD going towards A. So basically, the team which moves towards A is kind of out of the game for a couple of minutes. So I was really happy to see that not the Armated fleet is going towards A.
That's good to say. Tell that to Turpko. He went towards A and had the game of his life.
Well, you are really going in there.
Yeah.
Isn't this like kind of against the rules of English cruisers?
I had to what I think I
you are
saw
detected.
That there. Yeah, I'm detected quite a long time, but I think there were no radar cruisers, so usually there's a Baltimore, but he's 14k away.
You were lucky there.
I was lucky, yeah, that's true. and the AA starts to work. The AA also on the Neptune and all the other UK cruisers is phenomenal.
Do you
Even
not
though
miss
you
the
don't
defensive
have
fire?
No.
Some incoming torps here.
It's
Yeah.
gonna scrape the paint. It's gonna scrape the paint.
Uh,
Oh no.
it was
So we have 10 planes shot down already.
What tier's the carrier? I can't make out. Is it a tier 10 or tier 9?
Must be a
more
tier 8.
torpedoes. You're in the capital actually, so this is. Oh, the Miyoko died.
The Miyoko died from the carrier, yeah.
So he took the torps that you dodged. See the chat is already starting to angry up.
Yeah.
And
Look
what
at
I
that, so-
really had to get used to it in this smoke. While you're in this smoke, usually you're in a DD like going on and going back, and the cruisers are the same. But in this, you can't.
It's so small, man.
Well, you've got that Myoko as torpedo shield right next to you. It's the wildest thing.
So we have 3 caps. The DD was quite good in A.
But how do you? It's you're searching for that broadside ship, is it?
Yeah, especially the cruisers. And since I played a lot of cruisers off, I get used to
4K, yeah,
like
yeah.
the slow shells, long traveling distances shells. Yeah.
It's a reasonable arc though.
16.5. Yeah, you can work with this arc. It's not like American. So
Yeah.
16.5 kilometers.
What's the reload?
I think it was 5 seconds.
Yeah, there. Oh, that's written there.
So that's why some people might think they're kind of stressful to play, because you can basically shoot in the Minotaur every 3 seconds or so.
Yeah,
and then you have to
right.
watch the mini map. You have to like watch the ships and stuff. So it's quite stressy sometimes.
But so now you're okay. So you got a 10
You're-
kilometer detection there. Yeah. You got that you're coming.
All I can see in chat is you spamming the map. Go here, go here.
Yeah, that's what I do. I try to like.
You're manhandling your team.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. And it's not.
You are
always-
hitting, but you're not doing that. Okay, 1K. Let me see.
Yeah, but
No,
now that he's
no, it's a
turned.
big mistake. He has to turn because.
Oh, 6K. Look at that difference. Okay, 2K. I don't know. It's turning in for the torps.
I should lead him a bit more, but
So you are in. Why aren't you detected? What am I missing? Are you still in smoke? No.
I should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not detected.
So what is the detectability range on this?
9 points.
There we go.
With all the captain skill and the concealment.
Right.
So how does this work on Miyoko? So it's 2 tiers down, 2K up north. Oh, look at that dispersion. Yeah. How many
Good,
hits?
but it's low damage, and that's just that is the British cruisers all day long. Yeah.
But it's,
Hey, you
it's
have to
quite
get-
impressive though. And here they come, the planes. Look. That's a thing you just don't do. Come on.
You can't.
You need to stay away
But that's
from
the
English.
frustrating thing. For example, when I'm playing a battleship and you're fighting the British cruisers, it's great because you just angle up and they bounce. But it's then somebody drops torpedoes at you and makes you have to make that turn. And even if you make a turn, the amount of damage they can do in that 30 seconds of you turning around is insane.
16K.
A lot of damage. Yeah, and the heal is also very good.
Look. Yeah, how does the heal work? It heals heavy damage or citadel damage.
No, not all. I think not all. No, can't be all.
It's a huge amount though.
It's a huge amount. That's true.
What's
and it's
a normal?
healing fast.
Do we know how much a normal ship can heal citadel damage? I know it's a
You can't heal citadel damage. That's
you can't heal it at all.
No.
Right.
No, you can heal a certain amount of citadel damage, but I think the Warspite was the
they are
Warspite
different
got
from
the best
different
heal. But you can only heal a small amount of citadel damage. That's true, yeah. And you get a lot of citadels in the cruise. Do you sometimes shot a Minotaur or Neptune and get like 7 citadels in another cruiser, and then like wondering why isn't dying? Yeah.
Well, look at the enemy
this
team
is
now.
supposed to be a good game, and you've got no citadels. So, man, what are you doing?
Oh,
You're
you
saving all
lost
the
your DD
citadels
there.
in the last 5 minutes.
Oh, sorry, the BB went down. You're down 1 citadel.
So now actually the team, the enemy team arrives. They got through A.
So how is this?
See you
they're
down.
spotting for you.
We're down a ship, yeah. And in the whole game, I don't move that much. You see where I started and got into B. Now I'm smoking up right here. Yeah.
Oh.
And he's a threat. I don't think he had
Yeah.
to at this point.
Oh, okay. Kill steal. So, but do you aim for superstructure or?
Yeah. At this point, when he's angled, you have to aim for the superstructure. And even if he's broadsiding for the superstructure, where I felt got the most damage from. Maybe I'm wrong, but...
No, it is. It's all about the superstructure, I think, because they're fairly low caliber.
Yeah, they can penetrate.
Yeah, then to go through the belt armor of a Sharnborn broadside, I mean, you may be able to at like extreme close range.
Yeah. But you see, there's a 2k like every 4 seconds, 4.1 seconds.
Oh, believe you me, it tots up fast.
And it took, but you're
that's the thing. He's gone bow in, and that one he also just took out an AA mount, I think.
Yeah.
So, and that's the dangerous thing with battleships.
And,
so that's why the British cruisers rely on people forcing the enemy to turn away. Like this guy's turning away now. Why
from
is
the
he
other
turning
battleship?
away?
Yeah, because he had someone on his back, and now he's gone.
Dude, what? He'd have been better off, rather than doing that, he'd have been better off just slowing down. If he was worried about, you know, getting in a crossfire, rather than showing you the bullets.
Yeah.
Just slow down.
Yeah, what is this?
It's
for that battle, the Grosse that is coming. So he didn't, he probably...
He didn't have to do that and sail across
absolutely
Neptune.
not. That was...
Scharnhorst is a premium ship. I mean, that player could have just bought that ship. That could be his first.
And what helps me out now on this point is that they're concentrating on the battleship and the recap, so I have like 3 shots on them. So they won't harm me at this point.
Oh, there we go.
Colorado now.
Now you're up
XP.
now. But you see, you are kind of on the same place. It's kind of interesting. They pushed into you, so this is where... So staying in that kiting position where I think that this is kind of a good thing. Ooh, 8k.
8k. It's like basically if you got 2 good volleys on
1k.
battleship damage.
I don't get why they're ignoring you though. I mean, I mean,
now he can't ignore me, but he ignored me until the battleship was down. And now they're coming like 3 battleships at me. I think the CV will help me out a bit here. Probably the battleship in B saved my ass a bit because my smoke wasn't ready. And if they had focused me, they should have focused me first. I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you're a tier 9 to start with. You know, if you're in a tier 6, if I was in a tier 7 Colorado, I'd be like XP, tier 9 British Cruiser. If he's lit up, I'm like, right, 16-inch shells, there you go, have some of that.
At this point, I gave up on shooting the Colorado because it was broadsiding and, the damage.
Yeah,
sensible. But now he has to turn. I think he turned.
Say hello to my metal fishies.
But how is going to take those boats, is he?
Looks like it.
Just take some.
Is he dodging? Oh, there. You're already up 146k and you are half health, you are detected the whole time. And what are they doing? I just don't get it. They're not even aiming at you. Okay, now this guy at least is starting to aim.
Yeah, because no one else to shoot, I think, but...
Okay, now he's getting angry, but he's showing you the broadside in the same...
Oh!
There
I think it was it wasn't the Bismarck, was it the... I think it was the...
Possibly, they both look yeah.
Look at this tree.
But that just shows you, earlier on in the game when more of them were alive, when you got lit up, they just needed to just lob some shells in at you like they did then. I mean, they took a massive amount of health off you.
Yeah, and also that's like the first thing I do, like, British cruiser, he needs to go. Doesn't matter. Never leave a British cruiser alive, that's like...
So I sent him the torpedoes, he's totally going the other direction, but I thought at one point...
Oh, you got incoming. Oh!
Yeah, I was that's what I thought, I was pretty sure he would kill me, because my smoke wasn't ready and his body was coming.
Yeah.
But I thought he needs to turn at some point to get to B, so... Yeah, I didn't send the tops the straight line, but now he's turning in. That's what I thought he would do, so...
So this is where that extra damage comes from. Because I saw at the beginning of the stream. Saw your final damage, so some of these are gonna hit home.
There we go.
Two of them, I think. And...
There we go.
Two.
And there's the high
no flooding, sadly, but... Yeah, two floodings, but he will repair.
High caliber on the last hit, though. Good game.
I think I never had so much damage by not moving so much.
You just stated you went up to B and then you went down again. And...
Yeah.
Again, a bit like Turpco's Kurfürst game. They didn't seem to make you work all that hard for that damage.
Yeah.
No, but it's also, in my opinion, you kind of don't feel it that much. Also, when you get that Citadel, you get the ringing in the ears and everything, and all the effects and the bells and the whistles. But when the British ones are just pounding you, then suddenly you realize, shit, I'm down off my HP.
A huge amount of health, and by the time, especially if you're in a battleship, by the time you realised how quickly they're chunking through your health, it's too late to do anything.
Yeah. You had already 2 salvos or 3 salvos with probably 5 to... What did we saw? Like 8k sometimes?
Yeah.
Even 8k? And
yeah, 8k.
The big plus in this ship is they kind of underestimate you. If you see there's a tier 10 Minotaur in the game, then you're like, okay, focus on Minotaur as soon as you see him. And here it's like, it's just a Neptune, but it's not just a Neptune. 2 guns more. Yeah.
I mean, that's getting back to my World of Tank days. I mean, you used to have mods that allowed you to see WN8 in game, and I know you'd look at the team sheet and you'd see who the good players were, and you would just, if you had a choice, you'd shoot the good guys first and leave the peoples that can't shoot straight till last. And the fact they've not put that on warships yet is a good thing, because if that was on there, those people would have just primaried the shit out of you because they'd have gone purple.
Yeah,
player.
I think there's something like that already, but I don't want to have it. So it would ruin it would ruin the game. Like when you see there's a division matched up against you, then you're like, fuck, oh no.
Because I mean,
how
often do you see players like Flamu and Arun and iChase moaning that they get focused? Basically, if you can see players are good, that draws people to focus you as well, and it did get frustrating in World of Tanks.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But also, I saw that you had 29 plane kills, and that's just something that for the CV.
Yeah, without defensive. So I think it's like
in its defense, it's a tier 7.
Up.
I get it.
Like it.
But it
was a tier 8. No, it was
tier
7.
In its defense,
was it tier 7?
Yeah, tier 7.
Yeah, stay away from British cruisers. Period.
Yeah, it was a tier 7 though. In fairness, up against the tier 9 cruiser, so it's going to get chewed up. Isn't it? If that had been a tier 9 carrier or even a tier 10,
would have been different.
You would have been having a harder time. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, Laser. Thank you for the replay. It's definitely interesting to see what those. I've seen those crazy minotaurs floating around with those replays. It's really nice to see how also just playing the ship, maybe that's the right word, being aware which ship you are playing and using it and in the right way. So maybe something for people to learn. So thanks for the replay, Laser.
You play the ship. You don't let the ship play you.
Yeah, that's true.
Wise words from our...
wise words.
Thank you for having me in your cozy little recording studio with all the strippers and the good food.
Oh, shush.
Thank you.
We are trying. The management don't know it yet that we use the funds, the budget for that. So we will just edit that part away, so it's no problem.
Yeah, there's there's no petty cash left. It's all gone.
Yeah, we will bribe them.
Only 5, and they're like 60 years old, so nothing to worry about.
They were cheap. We got 2 for 1, so no problem.
You have to start at some point.
Very good. No, but that's all for now, guys. Thank you very much, Laser, for coming, and we'll see you next time.
See you later,
guys.